Hi all, I'm Stephanie Hauser, CEO of My Subject Help, and today I want to talk to you about what is asynchronous tutoring anyway, and why does it matter? I help people get asynchronous tutoring access via my platform, My Subject Help, which is open to a variety of subject experts out there. So if you want to join us, please come build a profile and become available to all the knowledge seekers out there who are looking for help from people like you. But here's what asynchronous tutoring is. It is essentially getting tutoring help that you need, but not live, which means that you can access that tutoring help on a timeline that works for you because maybe your schedule doesn't allow you to have a tutor in your home or at a tutoring location on a regular basis. It also allows you to have a tutor at a more reasonable price. So it allows for flexibility in tutoring, so you can rent 3-day access to somebody, and maybe you have a test coming up and you just need help like right before the test. I don't want to subscribe my life away. I don't need 10 tutoring sessions. I just need like help for a few days. And I have someone, there's a subject expert out there that I know I learn really well from. I just need like 3 days of access to their videos so that I can like hunker down, focus, learn, and do really well on the things in front of me. Asynchronous tutoring on our platform allows for that because you can, when you rent 3-day access or subscribe, if you want to subscribe on a monthly, quarterly, and annual basis, it allows you to have access to everything in that subject expert's profile. So if, for example, you subscribe to me, you would get all of my videos for the 3 days, if it's a rental, or for the month, quarter, year, however you subscribed. And you can watch them whenever you need. First thing in the morning, in between soccer practice, and maybe in between your job, on a break, at night when you're like trying to fall asleep but you can't because your brain's going, I don't know the material yet. You can access the video. The nice thing about that is that it gives flexibility in scheduling. It also gives flexibility in pricing because we have subscription packages that are usually cheaper than full-time live tutors. We also have 3-day rental packages, which allow you to just rent for a small period of time, but have all the access you need, and then, within that window, you get what you need, and then you're done. So asynchronous tutoring allows for that flexibility, a timeline that works for you, and a budget that works for your wallet. Why does it matter? There's a story, and the story is how I even came up with this platform concept in the first place. I used to teach Spanish. I also tutored Spanish, math, English, writing. And I had a number of students over about 10 years. And the students that I had for a long time were my students because they needed help in the long term, but also because I was flexible in my scheduling. I could come at 4:30 in the afternoon one day and 8:30 p.m. another day. I could come on Tuesdays. I could come on Thursdays. I could come this week on Monday and this week on Friday. And oh my gosh, could you come Saturday because there are 2 games during the week and it just doesn't work? Yes. The answer was yes, I can. And I stood outside one of the homes of my students that I was tutoring, and I was there for Spanish, and I thought, what if I couldn't be here? It was 2015, and I was like, what if I couldn't be here? What if they couldn't afford me and my schedule wasn't flexible enough and I couldn't be here? What would they do? Because I'm here helping with Spanish because no one else in the family can help with Spanish. And there has to be a better way to get access to me so that when this happens for another family, they can still have access to what I know and how I can help. And from that, it grew, well, if it's me, there have to be others out there too. What if it's not just me? What if it's everybody? So it matters because there are people out there who need help. There are families. There's a homeschooling parent out there who's a homeschooling parent because they have to be for their kids, not because they ever wanted to be a homeschooling parent. There's a kid out there who has all those extracurriculars and needs help at like 10 o'clock at night and 6:30 in the morning and in between classes at lunch. And that's not when tutors are available, right? There are teachers out there who need extra help. They have to teach 3 levels of class in one class, and they could really use a little bit of extra showing so they could do something else or maybe help a kid and still use the time. And that's what asynchronous tutoring is. That's why it's powerful, and that's why it matters, because it helps more people learn how to solve problems, understand why something is the way it is, so that they can tackle the things in front of them correctly, confidently, and in a way that teaches them that they do know how to learn. doesn't matter what the problem is, they can learn, how to tackle it, and how to improve. We're really excited about our platform. We know it's going to become the future of education and really change access, change helping teachers also have more access to more students and help more people, and also have families have access to more individuals who maybe teach the way they learn best and can therefore help themselves or their students or their kids if they're the parent in this or the guardian in the situation. So asynchronous tutoring is incredibly powerful. I'm really excited for what it's going to do, and I cannot wait to have you with us.